Alright, so I got the converter unboxed. Good idea if you plan on having more converters built in the future. It's a good idea to keep the box because it makes it handy when you want to ship one to the place or whatever. If you got an old one you want rebuilt, which actually I have an 8-inch converter out of the race car, the 64 Fairlane, that I need to get the hub fixed on. It's a good converter, just it got dropped. If you watched my 64 Fairlane 460 rebuild and transmission rebuild videos. Okay, looks like we got some nice new stuff down in there. Let's make sure that input shaft fits. First of all, good deal. Put this back in here. And let's check that pilot. It's supposed to be 1 inch 250. Most 429s and 460s, or pretty much any Ford crank pilots, are either 1 inch and 3/8 and I think 1 inch and 7/8. This one is 1 1/4 inches because that is a Cobra Jet crank, the 429 Cobra Jet crank, and it has a small pilot, 1 inch 250. Don't know why they did that, but they did. And we got 1 inch 250. So the next thing I'm going to do is, before I even stick it in the transmission, we'll get under the car and make sure it goes up in there. Looks like they also gave me several options on bolting it to the flywheel. This can go right through the flywheel and screw into these threaded holes. I will put some lock washers on that. I also need to make sure they fit better. That one feels like it needs a tap run through it, or it could be the bolt. Don't know. Yeah, we need to run a tap through them holes for sure. They also give you some set screws. Wow, they don't want to start. There we go. Yeah, that one did. They also give you some set screws. Yeah, there's some paint in those threads probably. And you can screw them in and run them through the flywheel and do that. But I'm going to use the bolts, but I'm going to put some lock washers on it because that's the way it was before. I'm going to run a tap through those before I even attempt to see if it'll go on the flywheel. Oh yeah, much better. Oh, can I do this one-handed? Oh, of course I can. Rust. Don't worry, I'm not going to clamp the hub tightly. Just want to hold it in place. More sandpaper. Let's say the paint is what made it too tight. try it again. Attempt number 3. Just want to make sure this thing goes in easy. Oh yeah, much, much better. I like that. There's a bolt hole there. Yep, we're good. See how much easier that is? Always test fit everything before you go to put that big heavy transmission in there. Can't say that enough. Now, sometimes they can be stubborn. Go. I think it was it. There we go. That was it. And there you go. You hold it up flush. It spins good and easy. We'll just leave that in there till we get in the car. So the next thing to do is put this thing in here, and at least that transmission will be out of my way. We'll get it bolted in. If you remember, I said I was going to redo the exhaust. Go try to make those shorty headers fit, and yes, I will have to cut on some brand new headers, but for the price I gave for them and everything that came with it, that won't bother me none, because I want to get rid of my big long tube headers that take up a lot of room and make a lot of heat. So we'll get the transmission bolted in, go take the rear end out, put the 325 gears in it, get rid of the 279s. So that's what will be in the next few videos on this. Thanks for watching.